are over at the workbench. We've got the power takeoff housing here, the shifter arm, the internal shifter arm piece, poppet, spring, the plug that goes in the end, the washer that goes on top of the seal, rides under the shifter arm, and then the bolt that holds the two shifter arms together. So first thing I'm going to do, and I wanted to point this out, and I didn't realize this, but I think I'll be okay, that there's actually a seal right there in the end of this. And I didn't get a replacement for it. I'm going to roll the dice that it's not going to leak. I'll probably pay the price for that one day, but I think it's in good condition. Seems to be doing all right. I'm not going to worry about it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to stick our shifter arm in here. And then we're going to take the internal shifter arm. The bolt has to go in. It goes in from this side. And the trick's going to be getting it in there and getting it into the hole that it has to go through to hold it in place. So let's see how successful I am in doing that. Yeah, this is not tricky, especially when you have big, huge hands. This is not conducive. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Came apart a lot easier and it went together. I'm totally doing this by feel right now. Oh, there we go. All right, I found the hole. I'm able to finger tight this bolt in. Only thing that I just remembered, let me pull this back out. I just got done mentioning. Forgot my washer. Washer goes on here. Here we go. Take two. Now I'll be super good at it, right? Did it once before. It should go on easy now. All right, let's see what we get here. Yeah, see, I paid the price. All right, let's see here. See if we can get it lined up. It's hard to have big hands. You gotta take your time now. It'll find it. I think I got it again. There we go. There we go. And now I got it. Woo. So I'm just going to finger tight it. There we go. It's in there now. It's moving. I'm going to flip it up on its end. And my poppet goes in first. You can see there's a little beveled edge. That goes in first. Spring behind it. And the plug on top of that. Get a screwdriver to put that in. Okay. Let's see if it works okay. I never got to test it before. Yep, it does. It's not lubricated at all, so of course it doesn't want to go easily, but I am able to engage it and disengage it. So now what I need to do is I need to get a wrench down here. I need to tighten up that bolt that I had a hard time putting in. Let me grab that. I think it's 7/16. I'm hoping it's 7/16. It is 7/16. So we've been kind of busy here at All American Tractor Works. Ken, the producer, has some stuff going on the outside. I had some stuff of my own going on the outside. So it's been a couple weeks since we've been out here shooting. We're back at it. Life has calmed down. But there's always surprises around every corner, right? I'm going to tighten this up real good. I don't want that to loosen up. There we go. It's in there. It engages the way it should. Beautiful. Okay. I'm probably going to take and drop. I'm going to take and drop a little bit of transmission oil in there on that poppet, just so it has some lubrication behind it. I'm just going to work this back and forth a couple times. And drop a little bit on that pin for the shifter arm. Yeah, it already goes easier. A little bit of oil goes a long way. Oh yeah. Perfect. All right. So now what we need to do is I need to get the rest of the parts that go together with this. We're actually going to pull the cover off the end. We'll put the power takeoff shaft in with the power takeoff tube, get this all hooked up, and get this guy bolted onto the back of the tractor again. So I've got everything here at my workbench. I'm ready to put this whole assembly together. The first thing we're going to do is take the power takeoff tube and put it onto the power takeoff shaft. And then I'm going to take that whole assembly and slide it into here because this bearing has to go inside of here. And at the same time, I have to connect it with the shifter inside that rides. There's a block that rides in this here in the power takeoff tube. And then I think that whole assembly can go and be taken and slid into the back to engage the gears down below. And I think that's the way to do it. Like I said, I've never done an international before, so this is the first time for me. So those of you guys who've done it before who are screaming at your computer right now going, don't do it that way, I apologize. That's what we're going to do. That's the only thing I can think to make sense. So I'm going to start off by lubing up this whole shaft here and just getting a good layer of gear oil on it so it's not running dry, even though it should be fine the minute we take and fill up our transmission. And then this goes in here like so. I think that we're good. And I'm just going to take and wipe my hands off a little bit because they are all goo. Notice here as we're getting closer to closing up this transmission, I'm running out of clean rags because I used them all to clean this transmission up. It was pretty nasty if you remember. All right, so let's see, this needs to go in here. Let me make sure I got this all correct. It looks correct. This needs to go in this way. I'm just going to throw a little lubrication on the outside of the edge of this ball bearing. Hopefully that'll help it slide in a little easier. There we go. I just hope I have this correct. Now the trick's going to be getting this to engage that collar. But it looks like I should have, I might have to actually take, we're going to try it this way. I may have to take this bearing off to do this. Let's see what magic we can work out here. Okay, I've got yeah, you get one thing set, you move it, and it pops out on you. Okay. Yeah, this is a good time. This shaft keeps popping out on me. Come on. Oh, come on. Yeah, you can see this is no picnic. Not that anything else has been. I just need to get it to engage, and it's not wanting to do it. Let's try again. Still wonder if taking this bearing off and assembling this without that bearing might not be the ticket to do this. No, I'm not able to get this to go. Why not? All right, let's take this out of here. Let's figure this out. Yeah, now you do it. All right, that's where we need that to stay. We pull this in here. Okay. I'm going to try to send that to the rear. Wipe my hands off a little bit. This is going to be the trick. Let's see if I can get this to happen. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen with that bearing on there. I think that bearing's going to have to come off. Unless I can get it to... Well, I can get it in here. I just can't get the shaft in there to engage. Let's see. Let's see if I have any luck with it this way. I always talk about having that extra arm. This is definitely the time to have that. Getting this power takeoff shaft to engage the tube is the trick. So let me keep working it here. Come on. Come on. It is not wanting to play. Come on. This is frustrating. It's not easy. Let's see what I can get here. No, that is not going to work. It can. It's just the trick of getting it to find its spot and pop in. I don't know how much longer we want to try to do this. Might just be easier to press this ball bearing off, put the assembly in, and then drive that on while it's mounted into the tractor. Let me see if I can do it this way one more time. Let me see if I get lucky. And if I don't, we'll do it a different way. Every now and then I do get lucky. It's not typical, but it does happen. Wish I could get the shafts to... I guess I don't understand what this shaft engages. So let's take a look at that. Maybe understanding that would make sense of things. That's what I want. Okay, let's try this again. And it's just a little bit tight in there. I think to the conclusion that this is definitely not the way to do this. I'll lose my hat if I don't take it off. Okay. Okay. Hey, I think I got it. All right, I actually have it. I got lucky. Let me see if I can put this bearing into the place where it sits. If I can do that, we should be good. It's not going in square, of course. Oh, I'm afraid of losing this and having it come apart on me. Okay, I think it's pressed in there enough now. It's going in. If I had this all to do over, I wouldn't do it this way. I would definitely press that bearing off of there and reinstall it after I had this together. And all you big international guys are going, yep, that's how you do it. But I'm halfway there. I'm going to do it this way. But, like I said, when you're doing this, if you don't learn anything, you're not doing it right. Because you should always be learning. Then there's the trick of remembering it next time you go to do it too. Ha ha. Success. There. Got it in. Woo. Well, that's part of why we do this show. How do we do some things? How do we not do some things? So it is in. It's still engaged, which is good. For whatever reason, it doesn't look like it's straight. So let's go ahead and we're going to put it in the back of the tractor and see what we can get.